Hi guys, welcome back to the Cultural Legacy Podcast. It's your host Chanel, and today, bad girl in the building.
The one and only.
The one and only.
Lyvonne The Don, baby. Hi.
Oh my God, how did you come up with that name, please?
Do you know what's so funny? So my Instagram used to be Life with Lyvonne because I had a YouTube channel. I was like supposedly vlogging, but I didn't have the energy for it.
Yeah.
So my channel's like 8 years old.
Okay.
And I would just post a video now and then.
I saw.
Every year or so.
I saw.
That's what it was giving. And then I was like, this doesn't capture the energy I'm in because I do loads of different things.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Oh, we definitely know
what
that.
captures me and is catchy?
Yeah.
So I didn't want my full name. Nobody needs to know my full name, please.
Period.
My name already is individual. Like, there's only like 2 of me. And the other one I know,
saying.
her name is Lyvonne Briggs. Love her. We have like similar outlooks on life and stuff. And I
Yeah.
followed her because I was like always Googling my name just to do a digital check and see what comes up when I see my name.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Lyvonne The Don has a ring to it. And like, of course I'm the boss of everything. Like everything I want to do, I master. So
Right,
why not bring that energy? And then shortly after I got the chance to start my DJ journey.
Yeah.
And so it just meshed because I wanted a name that could be a brand versus just my name.
Yeah.
And that would encompass all the things I'm doing.
Love.
Because I had a struggle before where I was kind of trying to separate my dancing from my talking, from my this. And I was like, why? They're all me.
Yeah.
And that's what people like about me.
Yeah.
And I don't have the time to do 3 different pages. Even though I have 3 pages now. One is just an archive.
Girl, I Googled you. Let me tell you. She is a model. She is an entrepreneur, DJ, host, representative. I said, what the fuck? What don't you do? And you a dancer? Like, how did you get into all of this?
Do you know what? I've always been good at certain things. Talking.
Yeah.
From primary
Love
school.
chats.
From primary school. Lyvonne, she's great at school. She's very intelligent, but she just talks so much. Maybe give me harder work.
Period.
Then I wouldn't be bored.
Yeah.
And I've always been good at like storytelling, good with my hands. So
Okay.
whether it's like drawing, writing,
Okay.
anything like that. I'm not looking over there because if you guys don't know, my friend is behind the camera and she's doing some things. But I've always been good with my hands. So I like creative stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I'm good at that too. If anybody asks, I'm good at that too. Like, I am.
Speak the truth.
Yeah.
Or forever hold your peace.
Everyone who knows, who has had the pleasure of me doing their hair. What are you guys thinking of? Get your mind out the gutter.
Come on, what the hell?
But yeah, I've just been naturally good at certain things. And I was like, instead of pretending that I've had to study and work really hard at them,
Yeah.
I just tell people, I'm like, there's no particular skill to it for me.
Yeah.
For you, maybe there's certain things I have to learn, but also I'm a researcher. Like I love research.
Oh my God. Same.
If I want to know something, I'm deep diving.
Yeah. Love that.
I'm deep diving. And so a lot of the time, even like, I'm such a nerd for like music and dance.
Yeah.
So when I wanted to learn salsa, I was literally on YouTube. Salsa steps. I was in my
off.
room.
You're
I was doing uno, dos, tres, uno, dos, tres. And then when I went on my year abroad, I was in Spain.
Yeah.
And they were like, how are you so good? I was like, you lot didn't do homework. I said, I didn't come here to be a beginner, sorry. I came here to know how to improve.
Yeah.
So, and because I can already dance,
Yeah.
and then I had research, it was like theory and now the practice.
So when did you start dancing?
I've always danced, but I've not danced professionally.
Okay.
So it used to be a thing of mine where like, if I go to a dance class, the professional environment would like make me anxious.
Okay.
Because I used to go to stage school, but on Saturdays.
Okay.
And I just always felt like insecure, like, oh my gosh, the kids that go here 5 days a week, like they're so good. And I have high expectations for myself.
Yeah.
So like Lyvonne, they're literally teaching you a skill you haven't learned and you want to be the best, in 30 minutes. So I would always be in my head. As a kid, I didn't notice it was anxiety. I just, like as an adult, I can identify that feeling was anxiety.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, it was just like always thinking about how people are perceiving me.
Yeah.
And being super like, I'm very intuitive and I'm very, I can pick up on people's perceptions.
Yeah.
So I'm picking up on everyone's and I'm thinking about how
You're
I
like,
need
"Oh
to
my God."
adapt
Yeah.
for them to like me or whatever. So
Oh, no.
yeah, but now, like, even when I go to dance classes now, I'm like, I'm going for fun.
Yeah.
I don't
Girl,
care about getting every step right. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to make friends. So it's a very different mindset I'm in now
Yeah.
to like teenage years, early 20s, where I was like, oh, I'm not getting the choreo in 30 minutes. Like, I should die.
Because, guys, I saw her.
Shaking that ass.
When
Yeah.
I say,
Yeah.
I never seen a skinny little petite do
Yeah.
do what it do in the club that she done.
It's my special skill.
That's how we met, actually.
Yeah,
she
were
was
shaking
winding up
ass.
her body. Somebody was filming her, and she was like, "Why are they filming me? Why are they dancing with me?" I'm like, "Girl, go
get up,
do it."
And then you started whining. I said, Jamaican. I said, "What's your name?" Chanel. Jamaican. Yeah.
Jamaican.
I said, "Hey, sister."
Yeah.
I see it. I smell it. I said, "I smell the Scotch bonnet."
Right. Did you see the jerk chicken all the time?
I'm ready.
Same.
It's giving breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Period. So what's your favorite Jamaican dish?
That's a hard question. I've actually never thought about it because I'm Jamaican and Bajan.
Yeah.
So my favorite dish in life is like macaroni cheese / macaroni pie, the way we do it. And like, I love chicken wings. I could inhale, if you put chicken wings in front of me right now, I would inhale them. But my favorite Jamaican dish, ackee and saltfish is one of my favorites.
Same.
Yeah, I just, something about it.
Set good.
And it's
I can suffer with what?
Light. Oh, I just like it straight.
Just straight, okay.
Yeah, or with like fried dumplings. Like,
girl.
Because we are sisters, we stand together. No, they might copyright us. Sorry, Disney. It was a joke. But my second favorite, Callaloo.
Do one from, I was going to say Bajan. Do one from Barbados.
Macaroni pie, hands down.
Macaroni pie? So what's the difference between Bajan and Jamaican macaroni pie?
I'm going to be so real. Jamaicans can't get macaroni and cheese. We don't salt the water.
What
the pasta
the
always
fuck?
tastes fresh.
Nah, you're
Then
doing
there's
the wrong
never
one.
macaroni. It's always every other pasta shell.
That's true.
Penne.
You have to do what you have.
Oh, it stresses me out. And then you even tell them we're making it. They'll go and buy fusilli. Did I tell you to? It's not pasta
I'm
bake.
crying.
And then on top of that, I just feel like they either
grilled.
use more cheese, but like it's not flavored. Like I like a nice cheddar. I'm British after all. I love a good cheddar.
A mature cheddar.
Yeah, mature cheddar. Don't put mild in there. Even add red Leicester. Add a little something. Pepper jack. Something.
Not pepper jack.
Something in there.
Macaroni and cheese.
Listen, when you do macaroni and cheese.
Pepper jack.
Me, because the way I cook macaroni.
I don't know about that one still.
But because you're Jamaican, so that's why. Because.
Okay.
Like macaroni pie is more congealed. It's not my mouth watering. It's congealed. It's like, it's just beautiful. Like the onions in there. It's not overpowering. Yeah. Obviously, with a lot of our dishes, every family makes it different.
Everyone.
So that's the thing. But with macaroni pie in general and like the small islands, the way we do it is just better. It's more congealed in the texture and.
Okay.
Oh, my belly's gonna rumble.
Okay. Have you been to any Caribbean islands?
Yeah, but I've only been to mine.
Okay, so
I've been to Barbados and Jamaica. Jamaica I've been to twice.
Love.
The last time I went was 2017.
How was that?
It was really nice.
You did the ruffling?
No, what's that?
What the fuck? Bend over, touch your toe. No, I'm joking. When
I
they
was like-
do the massage thingy on the
No, but also I was like...
I could never let them touch me like that. Yeah.
I'm 29 and I went in 2017. What's the maths there? I did a language degree.
Come on.
Maths? What's the maths there? That was how many years ago?
Criminology.
7 years ago or something? Yeah, I was like
Something
22. I wasn't going to be on no...
Raffle, no.
Yeah. And it was a family holiday. So we spent 2 weeks. First week in the resort and then second week we spent a few days in my grandma's house because my family's from Clarendon. We're from the country.
Clarendon?
Yes.
Wow,
Clarendon,
boy.
Grantham, Lodgy Green.
Oi.
So I just loved being like in the nature.
Yeah.
I loved seeing our trees, seeing our
Same.
chickens. Like, especially because I'm from London, so
hills.
it's nice. Yeah, like we went to Abri yesterday. Oh,
Love.
is it not Jamaica?
Love. And when you looked out, have you been there at night?
Yes, we were looking at all the lights.
It's
and I was
beautiful.
like, this is
It's looking like
homely.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
I love it.
So, and there were ackee trees there. So I was just loving it. They said a lot of Jamaicans live there too because it's very similar to Blue Mountain Peak.
Yes.
So I was just like, for me, I like the mixture of like city and then country.
Yeah.
I like the greenery. I like having my feet in sand or grass.
Period.
Like being
Stone.
connected to the nature. Yeah. She's an earth sign after a while. So yeah, I did really enjoy it.
Oh, great.
But yeah, I like the fact that like both my cultures have similarities and differences.
Yes.
So even like Barbados is obviously a much smaller island. I've been to Barbados much more because my mum's from Barbados and my mum's a single parent.
Okay.
So my mum was the one that primarily raised us.
Yeah.
And she's the one that gets stuff together.
Period.
My mum is an
Big up,
organizer.
ma'am.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
she just gets things together. And with Barbados, I've been there so many times. I've got much more connection to my family there.
Okay.
Which is why I want to go to Jamaica more.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's lacking.
Please,
Like, I'm like, it's not
go.
fair that I haven't got the chance to spend as much time and connect. But I got to see my grandma when I went. We spent time at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
And she's 101.
What?
Yeah, all her teeth.
No.
Better than me. Because one of mine is who knows where.
Yeah.
And it was just so wholesome. She's born in November, so it's a shame I didn't get to go there for when she turned 100.
Yeah.
But money have been met.
Money have been made.
It's hard in England, okay? Like, it's hard to get the money to
Baby.
go and spend
What?
a significant
No,
amount
say it
of
again.
time.
Say it again. Say it again.
So
Say it
even me
again.
being here, is my rent paid? It might
Is
be.
it paid?
We're just doing fingers crossed until we get back.
I'm crying.
You have to do a leap of faith sometimes, sorry.
So what do you think is the difference between, all right, so you haven't gone to Jamaica that often, but let's do Barbados and Ghana.
Even Jamaica, I can tell you the difference.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to Jamaica here. The people selling things in the street, when you're in the cars, the climate, the aesthetic, even going past the type of trees you're seeing, even seeing like the billboards and you being in a black country and you're seeing the billboards with black people on there. Similar humor as well. To Barbados, I can see the similarities, but I feel like Barbados gives Little England, unfortunately.
Okay.
So
Why
I
is
feel
that?
like colonial history. I just feel like it's different. I feel like Jamaica's history of independence is different to Barbados, and also the fact that Jamaica is much bigger.
Yeah.
And the history and culture and the influx of people coming in and coming out is different. I feel like people see Barbados as a nice safe haven to go and put their money, especially the white English.
Yeah.
So they go back there and they just act like they own the place, and then people treat them better, which happens across here, the Caribbean.
Everywhere,
But I just feel like Barbados is beautiful and I do love it there, but I couldn't live there. It's too small for me.
Okay.
I'm from London. We'll cover that in a day, babe.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see the same people over and over and over again, and I'll be bored.
Okay.
I just know it.
So would you be able to live in Jamaica?
Not sure. I would need
sure.
to see more of Jamaica because
Okay.
I haven't stayed in Kingston. Yeah, because I'm not from Kingston. So
Girl.
we've been to like Ochi, St. Anne's, like Clarendon.
Wow, real country gal.
We haven't stayed in like Kingston. So when I do like a trip to Jamaica and we do it as like me as an adult,
tour.
different.
Yeah.
Because even me going back to Barbados, I'll be an adult. I'm going to be 30 in like how many days? 20 days. Ah.
Is it?
Yeah, so I'm
What
excited.
you do for your birthday?
I'm outside, girl.
Outside.
I'm traveling.
As
I'm not
it
gonna say
should
where
be.
because evil eye. But I'm traveling, and I'm probably gonna throw a couple parties.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out the logistics because I have loads of friends,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make it like a family type of event with my friends too.
Yeah.
But that means I need to like put a number to it because I've even got 4 brothers. So my family's big, my friend group is big, and I want to give people the chance to celebrate them pouring into me.
Yeah.
And I want to also give back. So I want to do one where there's food and people just come and have a good time and leave.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be that people feel like they need to like stay till the end to help clean up or anything like that.
Yeah.
They will though, because I know my people, but I don't want them to feel like they have to, you know? And if they don't, I'll be like, I'll be doing this. Interesting. Right. I know who's not coming to the 31st.
And then, oop.
That's what I'll be doing.
And
Side eye.
But did you prepare though? Did you prepare them for the trip, or they're not coming?
What trip? Oh no. The traveling. I'm just having a little.
It's by yourself
with my friends. We're just in a little 5-day holiday.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to shake
nice.
ass.
Are you
in another
going?
Country. No, she's not going. Plus, the type of party it is, I can't even spill the tea too much. But
we different type of friends.
yeah,
okay.
it's good to have friends that have different interests, so that when you have those interests, your friends with those interests can go with you. This one's. She looked like a church mama today, innit? She's giving like
rich auntie.
Rich church auntie.
She really
It's giving,
gives rich auntie.
give that for the offering, yeah? That's what it's giving.
I think it's giving. My husband has one.
Ooh! If you don't speak, my man.
Yeah, let's tell the people then about my man.
What? You have a man?
Exactly, that's the question. Which one?
Which one?
I'm just a very, amazing babe. Obviously, we've all been through heartbreak. This time last year, I was crying, dying. I literally saw a throwback. I thought I was gonna die. No lie, the heartbreak was.
But who broke your heart though?
He doesn't even deserve a mention.
Period.
He wishes he deserved a mention. But I learned a lot from it.
I hope he's not Jamaican.
He's even from. Let me not even talk too much.
Yeah.
I can't tell you too much tea, but but yeah, let's just say let's never date avoidance. Okay, if you don't know your attachment style, Google relationship attachment style.
Yeah.
Do the test, see what your attachment style is. If you're an
what's your
avoidant,
type?
work on. I'm secure,
Okay.
and I'm not doubting that.
So
I'm
what
secure.
different ones are there? Because
There's
I don't
secure,
never-
there's fearful avoidant, which is usually when people have grown up seeing that love is good, but then love comes with perils. So then when things are too good, they start sabotaging or start pulling away. You see, that's you, because your eyes were like, that sound like me.
Yeah, somebody
I'm a bit
gave
psychic.
me some milk.
Yeah, she needs some milk.
I need some milk.
And there's also anxious attachment. So
Ooh.
that's more what I was leaning towards before when I wasn't secure, which is when you kind of feel like people will leave you. So you need a lot of reassurance.
Oh, I don't like that. That's
yeah,
because
because it's like very clingy.
I don't care. Leave me, bro.
Yeah, and that's like
leave me.
You're detaching because
now.
you're like, I need space. I need space. Not now.
Go back to where you came from.
But it's good to know your attachment style because then you can identify your triggers.
Wow, that's
and I'm all about like
lovely.
personal development, spiritual
Yes.
studies. So I'm always researching like myself. I love a quiz. If I'm seeing
okay.
somebody, I'm like,
Have
do
you
this
done
quiz.
this quiz?
I'm like, do this quiz. Let me just
It
ask
looks like
you.
you.
I said, just do the quiz.
Do one to.
You don't even have to tell me because I know what they are already. I'm like, I can smell it. I'll be like, do the quiz, just food for thought, yeah? Food for thought. But that's how I am with everything. Like, even sexual compatibility, I'm like,
Ooh.
have you done this quiz?
Okay.
Because I think you should.
So
just...
who is you sexual compatible with?
Oh, it doesn't work like that. It's
Oh.
like, there's a quiz called bdsmtest.org.
Oh, wow.
And
We
it
bringing
sounds
up
very,
people.
it sounds very shocking, but it's a good way for you to figure out your kinks, fetishes, and the things that you may be more inclined to enjoy based on the things you enjoy in life.
So what do you enjoy, if I may ask?
Ciao. Okay. So I'm a very sex positive babe. It's one of my favorite topics.
Yeah.
I feel like the more we talk about it, the less taboo there is.
Yes.
And I feel like there's a lot of shame, especially in the black community, about just expressing your sexuality and your
Yeah.
sensuality. So for me, I've always liked researching and watching like shows on Channel 4 about sex education.
Okay.
Plus my mum was very open with that. She would like sit us all down if it was like a sex documentary or whatever. And we would discuss it and we would be like, okay, so like, how do you feel about what we've seen?
Yeah.
And sometimes, obviously, as we got older, it was definitely giving, I don't want to talk to any of you about it because now you could actually be doing it. But when we were younger, like pre-teens, that type of age, my mum was just like, I want you guys to know more than just the schoolyard talk.
Yeah.
Because then you'll end up getting somebody pregnant or getting
16,
pregnant because you thought you couldn't get pregnant standing up. Or you thought you couldn't get pregnant if you did it sideways. Like, there's a lot of myths and rumors. And also you can't equip children. He's dying.
Cameraman is always dying.
He is dying.
Cameraman
He didn't
is
know who was
always
coming
dying.
in the studio
He
today.
didn't know. He wasn't prepared.
He wasn't
He
prepared.
said,
These in it girls, they've arrived. So yeah, I feel like You need to be informed in order to make good decisions regarding your sexual experiences.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that like I didn't rush into anything. I wasn't chasing the hype because I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I didn't really have the inclination, like the curiosity to try for myself until I was like grown.
Okay.
Like 22. So for me, I had time to like see what my other friends were experiencing and learn from that.
Same.
Yeah, because like, why am I gonna take my own L when I can take yours?
Period.
And like,
I
also
did the
just
same.
having an understanding of like what scares me, what I feel vulnerable with when it comes to talking about certain things.
Yeah.
Like I'm at an age and an era in my life where I don't have as much shame around things that I shouldn't have shame for.
You shouldn't have shame, though.
Like, why should I be ashamed to be a sexual being when I am one?
Period.
And when you, I was gonna swear, when you lot are sexualizing me anyway,
exactly.
off the jump. So now I have agency, you're scared.
Yeah.
You should be scared. Because
Okay,
women with
but you
agency,
said-
like, that's a good thing.
Yeah. I watched her YouTube videos. I did my research.
We love a journalist.
Yeah, okay.
Journalista.
Period.
Yeah.
And you said you was black queer.
No, I'm black and queer.
You're black and queer.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, black queer gives like a fruit.
Okay.
It's like
So
black. The underlying theme is that we feel like it also describes like how we present ourselves.
Yeah.
Because I feel like growing up, I didn't feel like queerness, i.e. not being straight, whether it's gayness, whether it's transness, I never felt like it was attached to blackness because there were no examples.
Okay.
So my dad, the Jamaican one, he's also very homophobic. And growing up, he would say a lot of things that would imply that being gay or being anything but
It's
straight
wrong.
is white.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, that's how white people think them. Like,
Okay.
and so a lot of us internalized that and felt like, oh, we can't be black and also gay, or we can't be black and also bi, or we can't, you know?
Yeah.
So for me, I felt like bisexual was too specific of a label because I do like men and women.
Yeah.
But for me, the focus seems to always be on sex when people talk about sexuality in that way. So they talk about sexual attraction.
Yeah.
For me, it's like love, emotional attraction, and sexual attraction.
Okay.
And so just like when you're straight, people give you the room to say who you love versus who you're just attracted to. There's a lot of straight people that would have sex with people of the same sex and they wouldn't class themselves as anything but straight.
Yeah.
So, hurry up. Look, hurry up. This is the most important bit. This girl, look at her walking up and down.
I'm good. Is
Look at her
this
shaking,
fine?
you know?
Do your
Shake it like a
little
shaking woman.
dance. Shake it, shake it, shake it.
So yeah, for me, queerness not only describes like, so for me, queerness not only describes my attraction to people based on them as a person versus their gender,
Yeah.
but also for me, it's like how I present myself and who I feel the most comfortable around. Because I feel like over the years, I ended up just following loads of like black queer people.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like an ally.
Yeah.
And then I was like, maybe it's because I feel seen. Maybe it's because I feel seen that I'm so connected.
Yeah.
But I do have friends that are also straight. Well, not also because I'm not straight anymore, lol.
Yeah. Anymore.
Yeah, because
When did it change?
do you know what's so funny? It didn't change, it's just that I realized.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like a profound, I fell in love with a beautiful girl and da-da-da. No, I was having a conversation with my friends.
Yeah.
Because I was the community manager for Black Girls Camping Trip.
Okay.
And it's an organization that does retreats for black women and non-binary people. And helps them to connect with nature and just get out of the city a bit and like get in touch with themselves.
Because London has no nature.
Yeah, we have
Not
big
even
parks.
a fucking tree.
We have big parks and we have green areas and we have protected spaces, but it's not the same.
Barely.
Unless, no, if you know London, yeah.
Is it?
But you have to search for them. And you have to be mindful even then about finding the time to go in those spaces.
Exactly,
There's
yeah.
still pollution, so it's different
Yeah.
to going to like a camping retreat.
Yeah.
So because the focus was like obviously black women and black non-binary people, and a lot of the intersections of that are like queerness and identity.
Yeah.
Me and my friends, one of them, Tiana, she's the founder, she's Black Jamaican for her. She was like, how come you're so invested and such an ally when you were raised the way you were? Because she's the only person that can relate to my upbringing so much in the fact that my mom is a Northwest Londoner of Caribbean descent. Like there's there's specific things about our experiences that really mesh.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I mean, I've always been attracted to women and men. My first crushes were usually girls.
Okay.
But because when we were growing up and we did sex education, they said, you know, during puberty, it's normal to be attracted to people of the same sex as well as the opposite sex because you're figuring it out.
Yeah.
So then I kind of internalized that. I was like, oh, it's puberty.
Okay.
Because I was like, I couldn't fathom a reality where I could entertain that thought when my dad was as homophobic as he was. And when the world shows you that it's not normal. Yeah. And it's not, like when people say that gay people have an agenda, I'm like, straight people, their agenda is even loud. Because the majority of us that thought we were straight is because everything being fed to us is like, this is the normal way to do it. Exactly. And this is, you're deviant or you're nasty or you're weird or you're unnatural if you're anything other. Yeah. And then when we had that conversation, I was like, maybe I'm bisexual. Yeah. But then I was like, that feels so specific. It feels very like, you like women and you like men. And I feel like it feels like half and half as well. Yeah. When I've always liked men more. Okay. But also when women have moved to me, when women have tried to chat to me, they're women that weren't my type, mind you, but they moved to me and I was like, ugh. So I thought, oh, I can't be queer because I wasn't into them. Yeah. But look at the ratio of the men that moved to me versus the men I like. Yeah. It's like 1,000 to 3. Like, for real. So I didn't really...
for fucking real
I didn't, like, put them together and, like, see the facts. Yeah. So when I did, I was like, how interesting. And I was even still in a relationship at the time with a guy, my first boyfriend. And I was like to him, I think I might be bisexual. I'll update you tomorrow. And I just left it as a cliffhanger because I wanted to be dramatic. And he was like, huh? I was like, oh, don't worry. I'm still choosing you, babe. But, like, just FYI.
I like girls too.
Yeah, and it was quite funny because when I talk to a lot of straight men, especially because I don't present as queer to them, but the queer babes feel like I'm one of them. They just feel like it was only a matter of time before I figured it out. But to most straight men, I seem straight to them. Yeah. So they say mad things that are like homophobic or transphobic or whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, do you know who you're talking to? Because even if I wasn't, I wouldn't ever shit on people that are already oppressed within oppression. Yeah. Like, we're already black. And now people are queer on top, and it's not something we can control. Yeah. And I'm making jokes and bantering about their life experience when that's what people do to us. Yeah. To me, that makes no sense. You can't say Black Lives Matter and you can't say, oh, we love blackness and I'm pro-black, but then in brackets, only the straights. How does it make sense? And when you look at the people that have pushed for the most equality and the most, like, advancement of the black community, it's always the queer people. Yeah. It's always, and it's usually the queer women, whether it's the black trans women, whether it's the black cisgender, means like you identify as the gender that you were born as. Okay. So yeah, it's like, for me, it is quite hard navigating that space of like dating straight men that feel like it's cute and it's okay because I'm not a man. Yeah. They see gayness as a threat or an issue. Okay. They will see transness as an issue.
But I thought that was gonna be, it's different for men, because I feel like once they know you're a lesbian or bisexual, or queer, they know that, or queer, they know that they can have, but that's, I don't know, I think men are freaky.
No,
so they're like, oh, let's do threesomes.
It's not that. It's
we're
misogyny.
gonna have fun.
Because at the end of the day, they're seeing it as, oh, because it's sexualized, women and women sexualized is hot to us. Yeah, exactly. Then, oh, it's fine. We can have threesomes and this and that.
Yeah, but when it's two guys,
it's like, they're not even thinking you could fall in love with a woman. They're thinking of it as sexual. Yeah. And so they're fetishizing, a lot of men fetishize queer or bi women because it's like that fantasy of, oh, we'll be able to do loads of freaky stuff. Then when she leaves you for a woman that satisfies her better and treats her better emotionally, then you're spinning. And you've got stars around your head like Scooby-Doo.
Cameraman, would you be able to handle that? Being left for a woman.
He's a she. But that's even an issue in itself, because for me as well, it's like, people not understanding the context of things makes it even more insulting when the conversations are very two-dimensional and very, oh, have you experimented with girls? I remember one guy asked me that. I said, have I experimented with men? Brother, with you, I'm not experimenting.
Period.
But with the woman, it's experimenting.
Yeah.
I said, use your brain, like all of it, please.
Yeah.
Not 5%, like use at least 10 this time. I just find it so irritating because it's very disrespectful as well, because it's like, you don't actually have compassion for the experiences of queer women.
Yeah.
You want to just use what you can take.
Yeah.
And
It's very sexual.
It's very sexualized, and then you will make jokes and insult gay men when they're not troubling you. And
that pisses me off.
And they're not
'cause
checking
it's like,
for you.
if you hate one, you must hate both of them.
Yeah.
If you like one, you must like both of them. You
Because
can't
the
pick and
concept
choose
is the
here.
same. Yeah.
It's the same.
The concept
like,
is
guy, woman,
liking
woman.
the same
Exactly.
gender as you.
Exactly.
And they also need to unpack, because there's a lot of straight women that are very homophobic. They're happy to have a gay friend around them, but then when a gay man says something about his experience, or when there's a gay guy that is sexy and they wish he was straight, then the comments come out. So there's a lot of things that people need to unpack. Me, I thought I wasn't homophobic. I was homophobic light. I thought I wasn't homophobic because in school, I remember we were having a conversation and the teacher was like, oh, if you find it uncomfortable when two people of the same gender are kissing, you're homophobic. And that's a very one-dimensional way of thinking,
that's
because
crazy.
I already found it uncomfortable seeing straight people kissing.
Period.
So I was like, what? And it doesn't give nuance.
Yeah.
And it doesn't give you the room to have conversations. A lot of the time, people have views that they don't realize are homophobic, but because there's nobody to hash it out with and nobody that understands their context, then they shut it down, and people are scared of being cancelled.
Yeah. So being brought up with a Jamaican dad that was very homophobic, or maybe is still.
And yeah, he still is.
Yeah.
That
Do
man.
you think that you take did you also grow up being
I
very
internalized
hated?
it. But do you know what it is? I internalized it. So the way I would view life, I was very much live and let live.
Okay.
Like my name, Liv. But with gay men, I was like, love them, support them, love is love. With women, in school, when girls were like fake kissing, girls would do this thing, they'll put their hand on another girl's mouth and they'll go like, mwah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, God forbid, like, don't do that around me. Like, because I was distancing myself from what I maybe liked but didn't clock.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was trying to create as much distance as possible. It's like the homophobic men that they're clearly down low and you've been gay your whole life. So you're beating up all of the other gay guys because you want to put distance between yourself. But people don't realize it's also survival.
Yeah.
Because the experience as a black person being queer is very different. You don't have to, I haven't come out.
Yeah.
I didn't have to come out when I was straight.
Yeah.
So I just advised some of my family members, because I was doing podcasts where queer was going to be in the description, and I was like, this is what queer means, and like this is who I am. If it's a problem, like, so sorry to you, because I was past the point of like,
sorry to you.
I was past the point of it being like an issue where I'm like, no one's going to accept me, because I was like, really and truly, if that is your deal breaker, then you're not somebody that you should be with. Like, as my family member, you shouldn't say that you love me, and then something I can't control, you hate me for it.
Yeah.
And then somebody else in the family that's a killer. I don't have killers in my family, but just in case.
Example.
They'll be forgiving, and also there's bare sexual abuse and things that happen within people's families, and people will keep silent and protect an abuser.
Yeah.
But then somebody's gay, and all of a sudden they're perverted, and they don't want to keep them around their kids.